Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Inside Battlefield. My name is Tom, Community Manager for Battlefield. And last week we shared the August development update with you, where we gave you first details on Season 6, alongside what to expect for Battlefield 2042's Redux, that's upcoming directly after Season 5. Today we'll give a recap on what to expect in the coming months. I'm joined by producers Nika and Bruce. Welcome.
Hello, Tom.
Thank you. Hello, Tom.
Welcome back, Nika.
Hello again.
Third-time veteran. Bruce is new to the podcast, so exciting.
Yeah.
That's
Good
why
to
we
be
are
here.
paired, so I'll help him out.
So first, for folks who don't know you, could you please introduce yourselves and what you do at DICE? Let's start with you, Nika.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Nika. I'm a lead seasons producer here on Battlefield 2042. That means I am the lead producer for our seasons team that produces all the new cool content in the seasons. And here next to me is my partner in crime.
Hey everyone, I'm Bruce, and I'm also producer on Battlefield 2042.
And a little trivia, and we basically all sit together in the office, very close to each other.
Yes, me and Bruce are next to each other, and you're like pretty much across us, one table away. We have a little corner over there.
And now we're podcasting.
I know. We can't get rid of you. My life is difficult.
I had to bribe
I love you all.
to come on the podcast, but appreciate it.
Wait, you got bribed?
I think we all know that. I think I'm the one who bribed everyone, but fine. We'll get to that point.
Okay.
Nika brought us awesome...
We're not yet on the cookies of the week.
Okay.
Wait.
Not cookies. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Okay.
So first of all, how are you feeling? It is the summer here in Sweden. It's a lovely time. We're hard at work on the next season.
First, slight correction here. The summer is gone here in Stockholm.
It's not
by the
really
way.
summer this year. But
No,
yeah.
from last week, the summer is gone. So the summer has been great.
Summer has been good.
It was a great month.
Yes.
It felt more like 2 days, but
Yeah, it went by very fast.
It went very quick.
But we digress. Enough weather talk. So, Bruce, coming out of your voiceover for the development update that went live last week, around the office and from some players, you've been referred to as sounding like James Bond. So how do you respond to that?
That's it's very, very kind of people to think that, Tom. My initial reaction would be, which James Bond? Because they all sound
I said correctly. I said the right one, I think.
Which one was it?
It was the... No, I'm not blank. Wait, I need to look at our Slack. Not the Sean Connery, the other one.
Roger Moore.
No, I said
Oh, Pierce Brosnan?
that one. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll take that. That's very kind. That's very kind.
It was a good one. And then let's take a moment to look at Redux. So during the past seasons of Battlefield 2042, we had several fun and exciting limited time events, such as the Liquidators, Battle of Nordvik, and Leviathan Rising. And as you've heard it in the name Redux, limited time events. So what we've heard from you is that you wish you could experience these modes again because they weren't available for a very long time.
Usually 2 weeks.
2 weeks usually. They came with unique rewards, and the modes were fun to play. So we've heard feedback if we could bring this back. So
Yes, we did.
Bruce and Nika, in comes Redux. So can you share with folks what is our intent for Redux?
So what we wanted is to bring back our previous limited time events, or we call the mid-season events, and with a little bit of a twist. So we bring back the fun to the players, but also not make it repetitive. So we're going to go through some of the changes we did with the themed events we brought back. So the Redux will go on for 6 weeks, starting on August 29th. And every 2 weeks, you will have the new seasonal event to re-experience. And in case you missed it, you're going to finally experience it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we're bringing back, 6 weeks, a whole bunch of modes. Can you give some examples of the modes players can expect?
Yeah, so we've got Rush Chaos XL is coming back, Tactical Conquest, Conquest Assault, Breakthrough Chaos, and Shutdown, personal favorite of mine. So
Shutdown was really fun.
I loved Shutdown, yeah.
And here's the twist. So The first two, the Rush Chaos XL and Tactical Conquest, 16 versus 16, is coming with the first 2 weeks for Liquidators. Then with the Battle of Norwich, which was our Season 3 themed event, we are bringing back the Conquest Assault and Breakthrough Chaos. And then on the last themed event rerun, the Season 4 themed event, Leviathan Rising, we're going to bring Shutdown, but we are bringing it 8 versus 8 and 12 versus 12.
Awesome.
So it's going to be a new way to play the mode.
So we're changing how the modes play as well. And I think
it's based on the feedback.
This is also based on feedback from players. So what we've also talked about on the podcast with the game modes team is that when we bring these limited time modes, it's also a good way for us as a team to just test out something new. And obviously, the modes were fun, but there were ways we can improve them. So we're doing that as well during Redux.
Yeah. One of the requests, which we really heard, is like the players wanted to have more players for the mode on the Shutdown. So we did 8 versus 8 and 12 versus 12, and we'll just listen to the feedback. So please play it. Let us know which one you liked more and what your thoughts are.
But mostly exciting that we can just bring them back.
Yes.
And for example, the Battle of Norwich, we're also adding more maps. So
Correct.
Battle of Norwich was only playable on Spearhead previously, but now, again, player feedback, more maps. So Bruce, what
Definitely
can we
more maps, Tom. So we've got Manifest, Orbital, Renewal, Exposure, Stranded, and my favorite, Eureka Harbour, is coming in for Battle of Norwich. So
Eureka Harbour is your favorite?
I love Eureka Harbour, man.
Why?
I'm an old school Battlefield fan.
It is old school Battlefield.
I love that map. I absolutely love that map.
So you're a Bad Company 2 fan?
Bad Company.
Hardcore.
I mean, I won't deny. Yes, Bad Company 1, 2, and then BF3, BF4. So, yeah, I can't wait. I love Eureka. It's a lot of happy memories. So,
and not only that, for Shutdown, we are bringing Shutdown to the Season 5 map, Reclaimed, as well. Yep.
Which I think it will play very well on that map since we made it to, like, Shutdown is a smaller scale game mode.
Spoiler alert. We played it. It plays really nice.
It's pretty good. I mean, Reclaimed, it's one of my favorite new maps as well anyway. So being able to play Shutdown on it, it's especially 12v12.
Yeah.
Is going to be pretty intense.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Love that map.
So I think that was a nice overview of new maps for those modes, bigger player count, but I believe we're adding some other cool stuff as well.
Yes. As I said, there's twists, multiple ones. We will add actually increased weather effects across some of the maps and modes. So I will not go into many details because then I would just have to list a bunch of things, which is not fun to listen. Go in, try it out once when the Redux is live. So, but it should play much more fun now.
More weather.
We will like weather. Come on. Well, when it's not the Stockholm weather. We like Battlefield weather.
We like Battlefield weather. Cool tornadoes and stuff. So you experience those more often across those maps, and hopefully that will lead to more intense and chaotic gameplay.
Yes, certainly, Tom. It shakes things up a bit. Certainly when you're in the middle of a match and the weather changes, it definitely makes it more intense. So
awesome. And then also, obviously, rewards. So during our previous limited time events, such as Battle of Norwich, the Liquidators, we had a specific reward track for all the events. Some players may have missed this. They would like to obviously earn those rewards again. So during the entirety of Redux, I believe we allow players to earn some of the rewards again as well.
No, we don't. Of course we don't. So throughout the Redux, we will have 3 new rewards every week. So that's a bit of a change on some of our previous themed events. There's a progression track, and the big new thing is that now you can earn the ribbons, which allow you to progress to progression track in all official game modes, and not just the limited time game mode that we had before. So for instance, if you don't want to play, for instance, Tactical Conquest, you can play other mode and still earn the progression to unlock the rewards. When it comes to the rewards, we decided that we are bringing new rewards. Some of them are new. Some of them are actually they were available in the store, in-game store before throughout the themed event. So it should allow something new for the players to earn in every week of the Redux.
Awesome. And I think the highlight for me as well is that previously during the limited time events, as you mentioned, you had to play the limited time event game mode. But if for any reason you did not like that game mode, then you still had to play to earn those rewards. So now you can play any mode, official mode across Battlefield Portal and All Out Warfare. So you're always making progress to
correct. The
earn.
intent was in this case because it's not per se it's not the themed event for limited time per se. We're bringing them back, and we actually want to allow players to earn, to get those rewards, but we don't want to force them to play this specific mode because it was part of the themed event. So we opened up that you can earn the rewards by playing other game modes if you don't like this specific game mode, which I think is more inclusive and should allow the players, with different play styles, to still enjoy the Redux and have fun.
Definitely. Awesome. So I'm personally looking forward to Redux a lot because there's a lot of cool stuff that we can play again, a lot of rewards and, modes to play in case players maybe weren't able to play in the past year. So personally, I'm looking forward to Redux from that aspect. But there is more.
Both of us, no.
Sorry?
Both of us are looking forward to it.
All of us.
All of us.
All of
Three
us.
of us.
But there's more that we're doing to help speed up the progress for players as well during Redux.
Because we're such amazing team. I know you will have double XP weekends throughout the Redux to help you out if life comes in the way and you don't have time to play Battlefield, which I get it. You can jump in and get double XP.
Awesome. So to summarize, new and returning rewards, double XP weekends, and you can now earn rewards through all official game modes, through a reward track that runs for 6 weeks, and just earn ribbons in any of those modes, and that's how you unlock the rewards.
Yep.
That's it.
Awesome. And I'm personally curious, what are both of you looking forward to the most for Redux? I mean, you maybe already mentioned it, but...
It's a mixture stuff for me. I mean, we've also got some nice gameplay improvements coming in. So we're giving the engineers a balance pass, taking a look at that, making sure that it's fun to play. People want to keep using the engineer. I can't confirm if it's a buff or a nerf, but yes, we are doing a balance pass on the engineers, which is going to be fun. On top of that, we're looking at the maneuverability and trying to improve the feel of the attack helicopters and the hovercrafts. So they're going to be slightly easier to pilot. It's not a huge change, but it's just to make sure that, you're going where you want in the helicopter. You're making sure the hovercraft's not drifting out too much. And what we've seen in the testing with that, it's a lot more fun. They're a lot more usable. Certainly with the helicopters, who doesn't love flying a helicopter in Battlefield? So that's going to be fun.
I do. And I'm terrible at it.
I think there's a few in the studio that are looking forward to that change, certainly. And then we've actually got a whole new feature coming in, which is going to be one for the lore lovers and the people that like the narrative of 2042. So we're adding in what's called a codex into the game. So you'll be able to access the codex through the menu, go and have a look at the history and the narrative, and basically anything you want to know about 2042, you're going to be able to go in there and take a look on the codex. And this is something that we'll be filling up when we do updates.
And as a fellow lore lover, I am definitely very excited for this feature. We all know that I'm terrible at driving the helicopters and the jets. I am, however, really good with tanks, but you're not touching tanks, so there's nothing to be excited for me here. Well, when it comes to the improvements, I am very much looking forward for all the modes to coming back. I personally really find fine because every week there's something also to work towards to, because of course I'm a completionist, I need to get all the rewards. And there's pretty much new rewards. So I know I'll be playing every week.
Yeah, totally. It's for me, mode-wise, Shutdown. I loved Shutdown. I absolutely loved Shutdown. Similar to Control as well. I think we've had 2 really interesting game modes out this year.
Yes, and I would love to touch on that a little bit later. I think, especially for Control, we had.
Don't do spoilers, Bruce.
Sorry, no spoilers. But no, Shutdown for me, it's as Nika said, being able to go back and get the things I've missed. But playing Shutdown 12v12 on Eureka, I'll be there. I'll be there. I can't wait.
Bruce and Erika. Just,
Oh yeah, he'll be there. He'll be killing me. That's fine. We already have we are very good friends. It's okay.
If I ever need to find Bruce around the office, I know he will be at Eureka Harbor.
Yes, that's a very good place to look
That's
for
where
him.
he is. I'll pick him up there. So yeah, to recap, so there will be a game update alongside Redux, or when Redux becomes available. So Balance Pass to engineers, attack helicopters and hovercrafts will get maneuverability updates, as mentioned by Bruce. And I believe, Bruce, we are testing some changes there just to see how the maneuverability feels. And I believe our current intent is to bring that out to other vehicles as well. But this is like our first test to see how that work is going.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. It's sort of stage one of our improvements for vehicles across the board. We've got some good things planned for the rest of them, but we're always taking on the feedback from the players, checking the numbers, and some of it's internal as well. The hovercraft, for example, I love the drift in it, but it's too much. There's too much drift on the hovercraft. So that was one of the things we've looked into. But yes, this is part of a bigger package for improvements across the board for vehicles.
Which we will discuss at a later time.
Yes.
Okay.
I so much I want to tell you, but yeah.
Not today,
not today.
Sorry.
I'm not allowed to.
So, and then, yeah, she mentioned for the lore lovers, the codex, which I personally think is a really cool thing. So we recently did some narrative podcasts with the narrative team, where we talked a little bit about the lore and story of Battlefield 2042. And we teased a little bit there that there was something coming to help players find out more about the story. So right now it's on the website, player cards, events in game. But I think the codex will help players really experience everything in the game and just,
if that's something you're interested in, you will finally have a place to go and just read up on the world of Battlefield 2042, which is a very interesting, very rich world.
Yep. Awesome. And we touched upon it just now. So I would like to do a little review of the Archangel Directive, which was the recent themed event, because we made a new game mode available for players, Control. And we've seen overwhelmingly positive feedback there. So I just love to hear from you, both Nika and Bruce, what were your learnings as a team? And take it away.
Apart from that, players really, really liked it.
Yes, apart from that.
It's, as Nika said, we've had some great feedback with Control. Personally, I love that mode because of the escalation of it. As you're building up and you're collecting the points to get the vehicles onto the map, there comes this wonderful period at the end where, there's just tanks and helicopters everywhere. And it's just absolute chaos. But I really enjoy that escalation. It feels a bit like almost like a more condensed Conquest, like a really intense version of Conquest. But because of the spending the points and getting the vehicles on, I've had some incredibly crazy games. And I think a lot of the community have probably had similar, and they've responded well to that. So it's been brilliant to see that feedback. So, it's something we want to work on as well and improve. Maybe bring the mode back more often so we can keep playing it. If people are enjoying it, let's let them play. So it's I'm just stoked that the community like it. But Control is definitely something we want to keep in 2042 and make sure our players can play, because the feedback's been great. It's a great game mode. So
I agree.
So we're looking at ways to bring it back.
Yeah, we're looking at the ways as well. I guess looking when can we bring it back on more maps. Again, to make it something new, something more interesting. And then when it comes to bringing it back, we are trying to understand when it makes sense, because we don't want to dilute the matchmaking pool by having a lot of different game modes. So we also have limited space in our front end. So it'll come back. I don't have exact information when.
To be continued.
To be confirmed.
To be confirmed.
There you go.
And I think the similar to Control itself as a game mode, the same goes for the Ascension points, which were part of that game mode. How you collect your points as a player, then you can call in vehicles. I think that was received very well also. So no plans to share on that yet, but I think we're also looking at ways like how can we take that and just
Yeah, 100%, Tom. It's one of those things where we take the feedback in from the players.
Yep.
How many ascension points they're spending, how many vehicles are getting dropped into the map, what effect is that having? Some of the maps, it gets pretty crazy when you've got 4 tanks running around, 3 or 4 helicopters on top of it. But yeah, we're always looking at the numbers and also the player feedback to ensure that, it's always going to be fun. So yeah, we'd probably look at other maps for the future, I would have thought. But as always, we want to hear from our players.
Yep.
Are they enjoying it? Are the ascension points are out about the same costs? Are people using the vehicles? Are they working together, to get those vehicles called in? Because it does make such a difference. It's a real battlefield feeling game mode. So, this is why, we will keep it back in the rotation. So
yeah, and we're trying to bring it back as soon as possible. We just need to understand when and see what changes we want to make before bringing it back.
Okay, awesome. And then we have Season 6.
Season 6.
So, Bruce, you touched upon it slightly in the development update as well. So can you recap what we've said so far or shared so far on Season 6?
Yeah, of course. So Season 6 will launch in October. What I can give away at the moment is we have a really chillingly unique new map, which is on... how can I say it without giving too much away?
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. I'd say it's a unique new battleground, and it harbors some very dark secrets, which sounds a bit spooky.
It is spooky. Trust me. You'll go in, it is spooky.
It is Nika's right. It is pretty spooky map. So, you're going to be confronting, your fear of the unknown, I think I said in the dev vid. What I can tell you without giving too much away is internally, it's one of the favorite maps internally with the team that the maps team have come up with. I think Shashank and Davey and the gang did an amazing job with it. And yes, when we've been play testing it, wow. There's been a lot of crazy feedback, a lot of crazy matches. I'm stoked. I can't wait to see what people think of it. But yes.
Wish we could share more today, but to be continued.
That one is really hard because seriously, what Bruce said, the map team they did such an amazing work on this map, and we can't talk about it because whatever we say to try and describe it, it will be a giveaway.
Yeah.
And we are trying to, keep some surprises in.
Yes. So we will share more details on Season 6 at a later time. For now, just a quick vibe of the new map. We're pretty excited about it ourselves. So Season 6 launch is in October. So expect more details in the coming months.
Soon TM, and I can be bribed.
Damn. Okay. So I think that was a nice overview of Redux. Then a little bit of a recap as well for what to expect from Season 6. Some gameplay improvements coming for Redux. We talked a little bit about the Archangel Directive and Control, what our takeaway was from that event. How do we feel about some cookies right now?
I think considering that it's more of a cake than a cookie, I think we should probably... No, it's not a brownie. As I said, there is a lore to it. There's a whole background story.
We
now cue in the music because we're going to make sounds while we take the cookie. So... Dun, 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 dun.
So when we all have the cookie in our hands, that's when we can go over the lore.
Yes. Yes, we should grab the cookies.
This is why you're here, Bruce. This is why you're here.
There you go.
Bribed with cookies. It works for me.
They had you can have more, by the way, than one. I'm just going to put you one. They didn't have small plates, so I took this. It's just very wet.
Thank you.
So, here you go.
Merci beaucoup.
You made these yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can't really hear you right now, I guess, but yeah.
Wait, I'm coming back. Here we go. Of course I made it myself. So can you guess? It's not a brownie. Can you guess?
Wow.
It's a really good sponge.
So I made this cookie because this is something that you can probably only eat in the region where I'm from. So I'm from Dubrovnik, Croatia. This is carob cake.
Carob.
Exactly. And carob, as I understood, doesn't grow at a lot of places. And I know I tried to find it here in Sweden. It's extremely expensive. It's like insanely expensive. However, in Dubrovnik, we have carob cake as one of the traditional cakes, as carob grows on our islands pretty much just grows wild. So I spent my summers on the island of Straatman, which is next to Dubrovnik, which is pretty much has their own production of carob flour. This is also gluten-free because you don't put any flour, you just use the carob flour. And it has a lot of chocolate. So you are trying something that usually you can only try if you come to Dubrovnik. Do ping me because I have an amazing place that does amazing carob cake, which I actually got the recipe from the chef there. So
This is insane.
yeah, there's a whole story to it.
That's really tasty.
I'm very happy you like it. It has this particular aroma because it's not just chocolate.
It's so smooth.
I think Bruce lost
Bruce's
his
microphone just
yeah.
keeps going like. I don't know why it does that.
Right.
Bruce lost his mic. So that's the story.
Wow.
Now you had
these
the
were
chance to
insane.
try something from my home country.
Yeah, that's really nice.
I'm very happy you like it. Yeah.
So we still have more.
We still have
Asking
more.
for a friend.
We still have more. And I can actually finally talk about why I took over as the Cookie of the Week connoisseur.
Yeah.
Because I'm finally on the podcast, so I can rant a little bit because Tom knows about it. So I get very upset with Tom's cookie choices. So Tom and I had a chat and I asked, can I take over a new role? Because I didn't think I thought that Tom is not using all opportunities that are there. So if you haven't noticed, since I have started providing the cookies, there's a bit of a theme. So every podcast, we go to a different country. So every podcast, there's a cookie from a different country. So we covered Macedonia, we covered Italy, we covered France, and now we covered Croatia.
My theme was just going to the local supermarket.
I know. This is why I had to take over.
Yeah.
I'm very passionate about cookies and sweets. Everyone knows that, by the way.
It's much better now. So appreciate that, Nika. Thank you.
You're most welcome. I'm happy to deliver. And yes, if anyone has ideas or want to have their country represented, and I will try and find cookies from that country, ping me.
Awesome. I think I'm still thinking about the cookie a little bit, but
It's okay. We'll eat more afterwards.
Okay.
It's fine.
We have to end it now. So that is all we have for today. So Bruce, thank you for being here today. It was your first time on the podcast.
No,
I
thank you.
I hope you had fun.
I did. Yeah. Get me back. This is fun.
Okay, let's do it again then.
This is great.
Nika, podcast veteran, cookie connoisseur.
Yes, all of it. I would be like, I don't mind coming back, but I don't know if people are bored of me yet.
Probably not. Never.
Especially if I spill all the beans.
And one thing I do want to ask is, do either of you have just some final thoughts that you would like to share with our listeners? Nika, you had something as well.
So I think I keep repeating myself. I'm just very grateful to our community who keeps playing the game, keeps hanging out with us, keeps providing feedback. It's really awesome to see all the positive things the players are saying about the game, especially in the past couple of seasons. I also do have one request. We started building I think we still are looking for the official name for it, but Battlefield 2042 wall in the office, where I'm printing out some of the artwork, some of the memes. I'm very heavy on the memes. I apologize. That we want to fill in the wall and kind of pretty much show the appreciation of to our players. So if you have some artworks that you would like to share, send it our way. We would really like to put it on the wall. If you have any letters, whatever.
The community wall.
Fun, it's a community wall.
Yep.
Whatever fun stuff you have about the Battlefield 2042, send it and we will put it on the wall.
Awesome.
I need a better balance. At the moment, it's penguins and memes.
There's a lot of penguins. We're actually we're in the streaming room right now, and there's also just penguins standing behind us. But yeah, folks, we're building community walls. So if you want to send us whatever it is that you made that you would like to have on there, some cool things, send them our way. Any final thoughts from you, Bruce?
Really, I mean, for me, I can't wait for Redux to start on August 29th. Looking forward to that.
Stealing my line.
Sorry, stealing your line. I'm stealing your line. But I think for me, I mean, the as always, the community feedback's so important, and it's so great to see how people are reacting to the modes and the things that we're doing with 2042. So on that, for me, I can't wait till we can talk more about season 6. Really looking forward to that.
As do I. Thank you. And folks, we'll be back with more podcast episodes. But in the meantime, get in touch with us at #InsideBattlefield on socials or at podcast@battlefield.com. And then lastly, from all of us here at our Battlefield studios, stay classy and PTFO.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.